Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A give to Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll drop the throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Browns will... take over 1st and 10. play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Douglas complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And the play clock's running down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Douglas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. The 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll look to throw on third and goal, eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go. Move, 58. Move, 58.
They're going to look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They run with Connor. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And Charles, had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. On second down, it's Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold for just a couple and force the third down.
In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
Back to throw here. Room here to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down. Now they lose it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, over in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go! Blue 58!
They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Green 39! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Pryor has it complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terrell Pryor scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have... been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland will. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive end.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught by Darbo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. Some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 16. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. A screen to Bell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is running.
Yeah. Pulling up with the crew. Oh, my goodness.